So that was a crazy story. This is a time where I wanted to share something or speak especially to our young disciples who are, watching from home. But I think everyone watching would say, like, wow, even if you've heard that before, that's kind of a crazy story. I can't believe how angry Jesus got. Like, he was, and why was he so angry? Well, it was because people were being taken advantage of in the temple. These were people who just wanted to come and worship God. And part of that worship was this ritual of sacrifice, an animal sacrifice. And sometimes people came from really, really far away, and it was too far to bring an animal with them on this whole trip. So when they got there, got to the temple, and they would want to worship God. They would have to purchase an animal for the sacrifice. And so over time, people started to take advantage of that. And they started to take advantage of people's desire to just come and pray and worship and sacrifice to God. And so that's why Jesus gets angry. And so just imagine one day, this is a normal thing. This has been happening for years. So you just go to the temple and you're there and you're just doing your normal thing. But all of a sudden, you hear this great big ruckus and there's all this noise. And there's, you turn and you look and you see money just kind of flying everywhere, and it's like tables are being overturned and, maybe the animals are making a lot of noise and they've gotten loose and just all this stuff is happening. And maybe there's papers flying everywhere. I mean, back then it would have been like scrolls or parchment or something it wouldn't have been paper like we have, but there's this big disturbance. Jesus is angry. Even though this seems normal to everyone else, Jesus is like, this is not what the temple is for. It's a house of prayer. And you made it into this den of robbers and thieves and robbing people and taking advantage of people. So Jesus is disturbed and he makes a disturbance. But that's not to say that money and sacrifice and giving and all these things are bad. Our worship is good. And we offer our tithes and offerings and gifts. These are things that we do to show God how grateful we are, to show God how grateful we are for all that God provides for us and all the ways that God's blessed us. And also because we want to be generous and share with others because God has shared with us. So even though right now we are not collecting an offering in church because of COVID, because we can't be together, we know that people are still giving. And, I'm so grateful to be part of such a generous church family. And so we want to give you time now, you children and with your families and just anyone watching this live stream at home. Desiree and the worship team are going to play a song. And so I invite you to, as you hear this song and as Pastor Greg prays, just think about the things that we are grateful for and the things that we are grateful to be able, that God has given to us and so that we are able to share with others.